All right. Hi, guys.
Hi, nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
Nice
Hi.
to meet you. How are we today? We both good?
Yeah, very well. Long,
Very well.
productive day.
Yeah. I love that it's Friday night. It's 8:30 and we're all at home on Zoom. That's just like entrepreneur life, isn't
Literally winging it.
100%.
it? Love it. So, guys, do you want to just introduce yourselves firstly? Who are you? What do you do?
John, you go first. Oh, sorry, I gave your name.
Firstly, I'm John, one of the CryoHub founders.
I'm Kalen, one of CryoHub's well, John is the founder. I'm the CryoHub director alongside John.
Amazing. And tell us a little bit about CryoHub.
We'll,
Either of
we'll
you.
kick off then. I'll introduce. So
Go for it.
Sorry.
CryoHub is myself and John formed CryoHub in 2022. We were registered in 2021. We started this idea on the spin of lockdown, literally came out of lockdown. John had this fantastic idea, something that, to be honest, he was doing himself before we even come to the concept of CryoHub. So, which was a big passion with John and what he believed in it, with having previous injuries to himself, which he had tried everything and anything with his condition. He was trying this cryotherapy where he was going and was finding amazing results. And John, see with myself that potential in a sense of where I'm into the sports sector. I'm very interested in like my sports. I've always have been. And the idea came along of he took me along because I had an injury at that current time. And to be honest, the concept, I didn't even need John to sell it to me from when I'd witnessed. It was just an amazing thing. And from there, the rest was history with that. We literally went ahead with it, set up this company, and we had a machine before we even had a premises. That's how impulsive we was with this. So
I love
yeah, like
that. That's
that's
pure belief, right? You like, I know this is
a
going to work, so let's just do
million
it.
percent. It was something that me and John always believed and knew from the minute we were both a concept of it. And our conditions weren't life-changing conditions, but they were conditions that were affecting our well-being and our businesses at that current time. So
Mhm.
to be able to be pain-free and injury-free from this concept, it was a massive passion to myself and John. So from there, as you see and witness yourself now as a member of the CryoHub, the passion is never short of what it is. When you enter that door, it's about you. So yeah.
Amazing. So I'll ask you about your conditions in a second, like what your injuries and stuff were.
Yeah.
But for someone who's watching this who has no idea what CryoHub is, what cryotherapy is, what would you say? Can you explain that in a little bit more detail?
Right. So I'll do this one, Kalen.
Yeah, my man.
CryoHub, basically, we've tried to bring elite athlete kind of recovery and make it affordable and available for the everyday person. Cryotherapy in general is exposing the body to 3 minutes exposure of cold temperatures. By doing so, we rejuvenate the whole body. Most importantly, it removes inflammation from the body. That's the main attraction of CryoHub is the chamber.
Amazing. And you offer other things in there as well, right?
We definitely do. We offer targeted cryotherapy as well. So say, for example, you just had tennis elbow and you didn't fancy going in the whole chamber, then we would sheerly just work on that one area. Alongside, we do cryofacials as well. They seem to be very popular.
Very.
Cryofacial is rejuvenation of the face, it's anti-aging, skin tightening, and with that service, the most popular thing is it promotes collagen. We also do compression treatments, starting from full leg compressions, which drain your legs of lactic acid and fluid buildup and give you a lot lighter leg and a much better blood supply.
Yeah. And I come, for those of you watching, I come to CryoHub once a week, don't I? And I come and have it all. I
Yeah.
literally do all of it. I actually started, I told you guys this, but I had cryotherapy when I was living in London for the first time, probably like, I don't know, 4 years ago, maybe. And it was because of my back pain that I had, which was actually what then brought me to you guys, whenever it was, maybe towards the end of last year. Was it the first time I came?
Yeah, I remember seeing you in that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember doing yours with your sciatica, weren't it?
Yeah. It's just, yeah, my lower back just was giving me so much grief, and it's so much better now. I still get the odd twinge kind of here and there, but I
Mhm.
come to you guys once a week and I do it all. I do the cryotherapy, I do the compression, the facial, the
Yeah,
works, and it's
the full MOT.
yeah, and it's so refreshing, and it's just you leave just feeling like rejuvenated. It's
Yeah,
amazing. So the cold therapy, because a lot of people in the at the moment are into the whole cold ice baths and stuff like that, aren't they?
yeah,
But the chamber is so much more effective, isn't it? Do you want to talk about that
yeah.
a bit more?
Yeah, so with the cryotherapy being exposed to cold temperatures, it is not a liquid, so it doesn't raise your heart rate. When you go into an ice bath, it's that instant, it's that gasp, and you're trying to regulate your body temperature. Where going into a cryo chamber is literally a dry liquid. So your body gets cold gradually, but gets to a point of where the body's exposed and goes into a thermal shock.
Hmm.
And with that, having to be in an ice bath, you'd have to be in one for 48 minutes to attain the same benefits we do in 3 minutes. Whereas when coming out of an ice bath, indications of longer periods of feeling cold to joints, to areas of your body, where coming out of a cryo chamber instantly within 5 to 10 minutes, your body's regulating, if not fully regulated back to body temperature.
Hmm.
Some people's cold intolerances may be different, but a lot of it, variously, with straight coming out of the chamber, you instantly feel that blood and that warmth of warming up. So we do not go into the pores of the skin and into the joints. With the dry nitrogen, it's in, then comes out. So it doesn't stick to any of the pores. Whereas when liquid is exposed to the skin, it stays in the skin.
Mm. What happens then if it stays in the skin? If the
So you
liquid.
feel colder for a longer period. It
Okay.
makes areas of your skin feel colder. Hence why, like when you come out of cold water, the sea, you come out of a plunge pool, your instant thing is you grab literally onto your skin. As whereas when you come out of the cryo chamber, you literally get this just rejuvenation of a spring in your step. Of it's euphoric. It's that
Yeah.
euphoric feel, and you can almost feel your body warming up instantly.
Yeah. That's so
I'll
true.
say a bit more about the difference between an ice bath and that. Like ice baths are amazing, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But
one
when you
million
get into
percent.
an ice bath, it's an almost an instant shock which increases your heart rate. And with ice water, it will fill your pores up and it will freeze your body from the outside in. Whereas with the nitrogen, as it's ricocheting off your body so fast, it freezes your body from the inside out, which is how
Yeah.
we're able to draw inflammation, swelling out a lot quicker.
Mm. So fascinating, isn't it? There's so much behind it. I think so many people think, oh, it's just gonna help my pain or it's just gonna make me feel good. But there's actually like so much science
Yeah,
behind it and what it does to your body.
definitely.
So what were your two problems that you had then before? You said you had different pains and stuff before when you started. What were you treating yourselves for with the
I
cryotherapy?
was treating mine for severe tendonitis. So my ligaments and tendons were covered in inflammation. I was in constant agony until I found the game changer and then started using cryotherapy.
What about you,
Yeah.
Kaylin?
Yeah, likewise. Well, I had something that was called bursitis, and I developed that just before COVID. As we kicked into COVID, going through COVID, I had this condition, bursitis, which is normally an 8 to 12 week condition if treated and done properly. But obviously, during COVID, there was no access. So, for a longer period of time, where my body was literally where this condition became stubborn, couldn't get any manipulation to remove it until John took me to the cryotherapy, and instantly I felt a spring in that step. Don't get me wrong, it took a period of sessions, but within, I would say it was about 5 to 6 sessions, I was back running, pain free.
Wow. That's mad. 5 to 6 sessions and that's it.
Literally. And that was back to back. So I had my course of sessions of 4 together. I'd done 2 in one day, and then I'd done mine all back to back consecutive days. Just because inflammation is one of them things, you want to get in control of it first and zap it. And then once it's under control, then you can start to wean with it and withdraw that inflammation completely with a condition.
I was going to ask actually, so how often can you come and have cryotherapy? And what's like the max? If someone was like, "Oh, I just want to come and have it every day," is that okay? Like, what's the situation?
Yeah, regarding usage of cryotherapy, you can use it up to 3 times a day, basically. That's what Premier League footballers do.
Wow.
We have clients who might use it for, we call it all-round body maintenance, where they'll come every other week. So they'll come twice a month and they'll use the chamber. We also have other people who are on weight loss journeys who may use it a bit more regular, as you burn up to 800 calories per session. Weekly sessions are always a big winner for people because they keep coming and topping it up. It was only the other week someone said, "Oh, I'm not too sure if I'm noticing the benefits," and then she didn't come for 3 weeks. Next thing we had a phone call and she was saying,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, and I've noticed the difference," and
Yeah.
is now back. So she's noticing great benefits. It's a very rewarding job. For example, people suffering from fibromyalgia or arthritis or any sort of something that's pulling them down, and they start to think being in pain all the time becomes the norm, or it's not. Like there's solutions. So, and I always say to someone, it's when they ask how many sessions will I need, I'm like, we don't focus on how many sessions you need. We'll just focus on the client at the time. We all just start with one session. We've had numerous cases where people have had one session and it's sorted them out completely.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you guys are obviously coming to our event that Kelly and I are doing on the 13th of July, Smiles for Wellness, which is a fundraiser that we've put together with what we feel are the best wellness businesses in Bedford, so that you guys can obviously come and showcase what you do and show people how you can help them with their pain, with their, how they're feeling on the inside as well as outside, obviously, as well. So what would you say to people who are thinking about coming to the event or who are coming to that event in terms of what they can expect from you on the day of the event, and also who might want to come and see you at the event? Like, what kind of people could this be? I know you've already mentioned a few things with the fibromyalgia and all sorts of other bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Do you want to just go into a bit more detail about exactly the kind of things that you treat and what people can expect?
So yeah, I would say everybody can use cryotherapy. If they can't use the whole body chamber due to medically exemptions, heart conditions, certain treatments they're undergoing, but there's the local can target areas of pain. Compressions, anybody can go in from the time that your legs can fit in the compressions. There's no indications with those. So anybody can use it. And we treat from variable people, from down to your day-to-day Joe that is at a desk and works at a computer desk, right through to people of your superior athletes, your world boxing champions, to footballers, to your gym goers, to anybody that can literally be within that bracket. So there is also an all-round wellness to cryotherapy. It offers more than just a relief and a calorie burn. It offers you a great height and focus. When you come out of there, you just feel a lot better than what you did when you came in. And you feel like you've got really more of a kick in your step. Whether there's something holding you down where you're feeling stressed, anxious, you just automatically can't help but fight that. You feel good within yourself. So I would say anybody it is open to with cryotherapy. And what to expect from me and John is a whole lot of knowledge, the passion that's always there, and a bit of quirkiness and confidence for people to come over and witness cryotherapy, that it is not such a bad thing to get cold for 3 minutes, because the benefits you get from it, I know there's a whole lot worse that could be done or you could be doing in 3 minutes than getting something that makes you feel great.
Yeah. Love that. Did you want to add anything onto that, John?
I'm excited about just giving people some knowledge about it, just letting people know exactly what it is. I mean, probably if you walk down the road and ask 10 people, probably maybe 2 would know what cryotherapy is, maybe 1. Even though it's been around for a long, long time, it hasn't been accessible normally for the public. I think most recently in the last probably 5 to 8 years, it's been more accessible for people to use. So I just can't wait to let people know what some of the benefits are and see if we can help anybody.
Yeah. It's definitely at that stage now, isn't it, where more and more people are talking about it. Like whenever I speak about it at the studio or with my clients or whatever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, what is that? I've heard of that. It's that cold thing." That's kind of as far as it goes with a lot of people, isn't it? So it's nice that now more and more people are actually talking about it, and it's kind of reaching that next stage of more people knowing about it. You guys are also contributing to our raffle, which is amazing. We're so grateful for. Do you want to just tell us a little bit about what you're including in our raffle, what people are going to be able to win?
We're offering a freeze and squeeze package, it's called. So basically, you're going to get to have a go in the chamber. So you get 3 minutes in our cryo chamber, and then you'll also get to go in a set of our Normatec compressions, ranging from full legs, or we do hips, glutes, lower back, or we do full arms. So that's what will be up for grabs in the raffle. So freeze and squeeze.
Amazing. And what are you bringing anything on the day? I feel like you are. You're doing something on the day for people to try.
We are.
Yeah,
What are you doing on the day?
we're bringing down the compressions, and we're hoping to allocate our local cryo, bringing a single machine down, so where we could offer like cryofacials, targeted areas of pain, or just want to get the whole feel for it, the compressions, see what they're like on the whole body, just an all-round feel of what to expect. And you get to meet me and John in person.
Obviously, that's the highlight.
Exactly. And you know, Nat, when you come to cryo, it's never short of a laugh. You leave
Never,
out there, you come in.
never short of a laugh. It's so true, but that
No,
makes such a difference, doesn't it? Like, no one wants to go
1,000,000%.
and have a service where it's really boring and no one's speaking.
Yes,
We're always having a laugh. I love it.
1,000,000%.
That's so good. And just lastly, to finish, what are you looking forward to the most about the event on the 13th?
Being involved with everything, you know, being able
Definitely.
to support a great cause, be able to do it. You know, it's such a close thing, you know, and we really, like, for what it is, like, we just want to be part of it. It was a big thing when Kelly mentioned it to me, and I was like, we're in. Like,
Yeah.
we're in. I think it's a great thing for a great cause, you know, and raising awareness. Definitely.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Just before we leave, where can people find you? Do you want to just share your Instagram, your website, all that jazz?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Go on, John.
So,
We're
waiting.
allocated in Kempston. We're on Bedford Road, 194 Bedford Road. Our Instagram is CryoHub Bedford, and our website is cryohub-uk.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much. And if anyone wants to come to the event, which hopefully you do, tickets are only £10. You can go to our Smiles for Wellness Instagram, which is smiles4wellness. Just click on our link in our bio and you can get your ticket. You guys also have some leaflets in your at your workplace, don't you? They can grab that from you. And yeah, if anyone has any questions, either go directly to the boys or feel free to reach out to me and I can put you in touch. But thank you so much, both of you. Really appreciate your time on a Friday night.
No problem.
No problem.
No worries.
I'll see you guys next week for my MOT.
Love it.
Yeah.
Have a wicked weekend,
All right,
Nat, and
you
thank
too.
Take
you.
care, Nat. See you
Take
later.
care,
Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you all. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.